Welcome to the brief tutorial called Exploring Warriors. The warrior poses that we find in yoga practice have so many benefits. Like many yoga poses, they do this dual action at once. On the one hand, you're building strength, but you're also building flexibility. You're building stamina and endurance with your breath. All of that's happening together, which is one of the reasons that they're so magical. Another element to it is they're difficult. And as you're in those poses and simultaneously asking yourself to breathe deeply, to calm your nervous system, you gain this incredible benefit of rewiring your mind for choice in difficult moments. So let's take the Warrior 1, Warrior 2, you'll see something called Warrior 3, and break those down a little bit. Most often, the way that we enter warrior poses is from hands and knees or downward facing dog. If you're modifying for shoulder or wrist injuries, you might be at hands and knees and swing your right foot forward. And you might need to help your right foot forward, especially in the beginning. You spin your back heel down for Warrior 1 and come on up. Now the key here is distant front to back and side to side. So think about putting yourself on railroad tracks rather than a tightrope. We like to say that your front heel lines up with your back heel or even a little wider, like hip width with your feet. I like the width. It gives you more mobility. The safety features are that you don't want anything to be torquing on your back knee. So you may need to give the back knee a baby bend or change the angle of your back foot. Your front knee always stays in line with your middle toes, maybe right over your front ankle. Little by little, you'll build the strength to stay there. In the beginning, if you need to be up a little higher, that's okay. You're also working a lot of hip mobility and counteracting all the chair sitting that we do. For Warrior 1, you draw your low ribs in and up and reach your arms up, looking straight forward. Warrior 2, you're going to open up. And I want to show you the back view. The thing that often happens here is the knee caves in toward the front body. Keeping your knee in line with your middle toes is again your key safety piece. Your back leg stays strong and straight. Your arms are outstretched. You're working to bring your shoulders right over your hips. So if I show you the front view of this pose, right? And then here's the front view of this pose. Front knee in line with your middle toes in Warrior 2. Your back foot is parallel with the back edge of your mat or slightly turned in. Your arms reach and you lift up through the crown of your head. And you don't need to be shy. Feel free to take your front leg to parallel with the mat. Another variation on this is called a side angle. For those of you who are newer, front forearm to your thigh, instead of slouching into your shoulder, lift up and gently look up if you like. Can always look straight forward too. Be wise and kind with your neck. Otherwise, not much changed in your legs from your Warrior 2. There's one other variation of Warrior 3 that you'll hear, and this is actually a balancing pose. So you might take this, you're in, say, Warrior 1, and they might call bring the body forward, lift your back leg. Woo, see, I'm tippy, but that's okay. That's how we learn and grow. Spin your right thigh down, draw your arm bones forward, and lift your ribs up into your body. That Warrior 3 can be a lot of load on your back, and so you may not choose to work there. You may choose to take arms back by your side. You'll hear that cued in classes though. One other variation I'd like to offer you related to the warriors is what we call crescent lunge. Crescent lunge looks just like a warrior except for the way your back foot is placed. So in a crescent lunge, you would bring your right leg forward first perhaps, and the ball of your back foot is on the mat, your heel's lifted right over the ball of that foot. You can always bring the back knee down, and then you bring the arms high. Otherwise, it's very much like Warrior 1. Front knee in line with your middle toes. knee stacked right over your ankle. The other piece here though is that if your knee is down, you don't want to be back over the knee. You want to be forward. This particular pose is also a really nice hip opener for the leg that is moving back. If you're lifted, the pose looks more like this. Again, bringing your ribs back, bringing your chest up so that you're to vertical in the spine. You could always go up and back as well. We hope that gives you a little bit of some helpful tools that you can use as you jump into class. Have a great day.